how's camp going for you and your teammates from where it was a year ago and the rules and protocols and all that? How's this first week been so far for you guys?
Say that again?
How's this first week been for you guys when you consider where we all at a year ago at this time with the protocols, the rules, that kind of thing?
Oh yeah, football is always football. We happy to see each other. Happy to get back on the field. Happy to work on our craft. In terms of the protocols, for those who are vaccinated, it's a little bit easier. Those are, non-vaccinated still have to go through the same protocols as last year. But, at the end of the day, we get on the football field, we together, we're brothers and we're one unit, so it's all fun.
Jair was in here yesterday telling us that Joe Barry in a meeting with you guys, literally tackled the air and just, hit the ground.
Yeah, true statement.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
What's he like? How would you describe him?
Oh man, a high energy guy. I love him. And he challenged us to be consistent and to be the best players that we can, each and every day. And if we don't have the juice one day, he's bringing it, so we always working and always pushing to be consistent.
You hit another level midway through last season. Your production went up, obviously. What's that next step that you identify where you want to take your game to in this season?
Just keep taking it, just like these practices now, taking it play by play, even in individual, taking it rep by rep, working on my technique and just working to become the best player I can. So just chipping away at the fine details.
Rashan, I'm not going to ask you, which style of defensive coordinator is better or worse than, we all know Coach Patton was very, even-keeled, but what is the difference between those two? Not saying one's better than the other, but how is it just different with Joe's kind of approach?
Just his approach, I just say the energy. He's always pushing us to, be the best ourselves and, just to be consistent each and every day, day in, day out, even on our down times, when we have, time to break, just find ways to make you better, and I feel like he just pushes us that way.
What excites you the most about Joe's system, his scheme? What excites you the most about it?
Just freedom, I can't say too much, but just freedom, just letting us be us.
We've heard a little bit about this defense so far, and that one of the things it does is it creates visual confusion for the offense. When visual confusion happens, that's when pass rushers get free. How exciting is that for you?
It's fun, that's a part of my job, stop the run and rush the passer. So whenever we're able to have the quarterback hold it, a little bit more than 3 seconds, with the front that we have, we're able to get home. So, I'm loving it.
Hey, Rashan, can you, I'm trying to figure out who said this. LaFleur says he didn't, but I keep hearing it from defensive guys. There is no wrong page if you're on the same page. Has that made it into the edge rushers room? I'm just curious because
I feel like that's a defensive thing. We can't go wrong if we all playing the same, same play or the same technique together. I feel like if we play everything one, we're gonna kick anybody but.
So is that kind of underscore how important it is for your communication to be where it needs to be? I know there were some times last season, and I know it happens to every defense, but where maybe you guys didn't feel great about your communication. Is that kind of proof of how important it is? Even if it's not the right thing that was called, as long as you guys are all on the same page?
Yeah, that's what every defense, don't matter what you win, if everybody on the same page and everybody's locked in and know what everybody's job is, we're going to have a good time.
Hey, Rashan, for all the changes as far as the structure of the defense, what did you think it meant to still have your room pretty much, virtually the same, with Coach Smith coming back and obviously Za'Darius and Preston being in there with you?
Say that one more time?
Just in terms of having your actual room the same in terms of the outside linebackers, how beneficial do you think that was, with having Coach Smith back and both the Smith bros?
Oh, man, it felt good. Like I said, I'm happy to be back, with my brothers and, each and every one of us know each other goals and, what we're pushing for as a team and as a unit. And, having Coach Smith back, is a great comfortability because he knows us, we know him, and we know what he like, he know what we like. So, there's no steps behind, we just going forward.
Rashan, there was a playing practice that I think you weren't even in, and you didn't even have a helmet on, but you sprinted 20 yards into the defensive huddle. I don't know what you said, but then they got a pressure on Jordan. How much fun do you have kind of talking trash and getting in the mix in practice?
I'm just in my mode. I'm just in my vibe. I don't know what to call it, but, I want everybody to eat. I want, every play to be a perfect play. And, if I feel any type of, lack of energy, I'm going to be that energy for you, feed off of me, and that's what I tell everybody.
What did you say in the huddle?
I can't tell you that.
How did you go out there?
I don't know. I got a loud mouth, so, y'all probably hear me yelling in. You probably see me grabbing people for the side. I'm just pushing everybody to be the best that we can.
I know there are still a lot of restrictions with the fans and stuff, but what difference does it make having some spectators at training camp now compared to what y'all went through last year?
We getting back to a little bit of normalcy, so it feels good to hear my name get called, hear Preston get his cheers and Z, and just hear a big play and have that excitement, having fans there give us that energy. So it's good to see some fans.
Rashan, speaking of normalcy, you mentioned how if you're vaccinated versus if you're not inside the building, and Matt told us you guys aren't quite at 85% yet where you guys want to be. But how different is it interacting with your team now as opposed to last year? And, I'm sure you're still using some of the protocols, but if you're vaccinated, you actually get to enjoy being a teammate of other guys, right? Is it vastly different?
Not at all. We're here to do one job, and that's to, come together as a team. So, unvaccinated or vaccinated, we're still pushing to, be the team that we want, be the players that we want. So we always gonna have communication. So there's no lapse of that. A team is a team.
No, that's not what I meant. I meant like last year, you had to wear a mask.
Mm-hmm.
You had to stay away from your guys. You guys did virtual meetings a lot. You're able to eat lunch with guys now, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can actually sit. Does that allow you guys to have a little bit more of a chemistry and a camaraderie than what you guys dealt with last year?
In terms of that, when you have defense and, you have offense, we all together regardless, you feel me? So I really can't feel the change, Yeah, we could eat together, yeah, we could, be a little bit more closer. But in terms of, us and, coming together, nothing really changed.
So you think that says something about what a good job you guys did last year despite the circumstances?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Anything else in the room? Okay, Katie, let's take the one from Zoom, please. Or the two.
Mr. Roth, go ahead.
Hey, Rashan, Matt asked you about when you ran up into the huddle today. I don't want you to get into whatever it is you said, but I'm curious if you would have been comfortable doing that your first 2 years. In other words, do you feel that you can be more of a leader and speak out more going into your third year than maybe you could have your first 2 years just because you were learning and you also have two big personalities in your room already?
Oh yeah, you go through, your rookies ups and downs, and learning from them and going into my year two, still, with the mindset to prove myself. I still have that mindset now, but now I'm just, growing and, becoming who I was at Michigan. And, that's just me, being a leader, communicating, talking, and just having fun with it. So yeah, I feel more comfortable.
Thanks.
Kyle Malzahn, go ahead.
Hey, Rashan, this is going to be year 3 for you. Kind of going off the last question, your progress throughout your first 2 seasons is so noticeable, and you've had good OTAs, mini camps, and now as we get into training camp, who's been somebody whether that's asking questions to, who's been there for you on the team to teach you the ropes as an NFL player and make you a better player, and just kind of talk on that a little bit.
Say that one more time. What's the question?
So who's on the team kind of been there for you and been that guy that, as your rookie season asking those questions and just progressing throughout the years?
Yeah, of course, ZNP, just having them be a fine example of, what to do, and don't matter, how late, how early in the morning or night, I'm able to contact them and ask them a question, if I'm watching film. They might say, leave me alone, but, I'm always hungry to get answers. And, just seeing Aaron, Aaron Rodgers back, seeing Aaron Jones, seeing Mercedes, seeing, Tay, just fine examples of, how to be a great player in this league. And I'm just watching and just trying to take heed and soak up everything I can. So it's great examples around us, and that's just what the organization does. Just put great people around you, see what you can do, and just learn.